So this is like Amnesia Trope, the game. This game is so cool. Cannot recommend this game enough. It's coming out on Friday the 13th. Hello? What is that supposed to mean? That is not a future I want to be living in, sir. It is Christmas, baby. Hello, friends and gamers. So this is actually not how I initially planned to cover this event. Today we're going to be talking about the Endix Indie Showcase. I was invited to cover this event, but because of a minor family emergency this weekend, I ended up being busy. All of Saturday and most of Sunday. It's currently Sunday evening. And so I don't think I really have time to run around the entire show floor. What is Endix, by the way? This is a games showcase, usually indie games, but I do see a poster for the Altars here, so I don't think it's only indie games, because I would not consider the Altars indie. If anything, maybe indie adjacent, but I wouldn't really even consider it that. In fact, I think it might have studio backing, now that I think about it. But this was marketed to me as an indie showcase. But I was invited to cover this event. I wanted to do like a full vlog, and my goal was going to be to go to all the booths, but I just don't think I have the time for it, unfortunately. So instead, we are going to do a Steam deep dive and look at all the games. There's some on here that I have played before, other ones I haven't, some that I've been looking at, some that are entirely new to me. So we are going to cover it that way, because that is something that I can do in like 1 or 2 hours. And also, this is something that I was probably going to do while we played through the games on the show floor and all that, was that we can do the AI check. Because this is one of those events where I, in the past, have strayed away from it. I think because AI has been involved, but we'll see. We will see. Hopefully next year I can cover it in full. But if there's enough generative AI games, then we probably won't. I'm curious. This is kind of also my first impressions of this showcase. Technically second, because I think last year I was going to cover it, but I saw a bunch of AI games being involved. So I think, don't quote me, I think that was why I was put off from it last year. There was something that put me off from covering it last year. I do not remember what that was, but this year I was invited to cover it. So I was like, okay, cool, let's give it a shot. But I am not going to hold back. Thank you. But also there is some games included in this showcase this year that are games that I have played before. I'm super looking forward to in the coming year. So I'm a little bit torn, because I also don't remember what put me off from covering it last year, but we're going to talk about it. Also, I couldn't get the whole, because of the Steam rebrand where they take up more of the screen now. My box, because I'm using the bigger box, is going to be covering some stuff, but that's okay. This looks so fun, by the way, like just seeing the screenshots. I wish we would have had time to like dig into it, because like also I'm seeing one of the things that freaks me out the most when I do things like this is the voice thing, because I want to be able to yap fully to the camera. So the voice thing would have actually, like the not transmitting voice would have been really, really good actually. I hope that we have the proper time to cover this event and actually like vlog it next year, just because I wish I would have been able to this year. But what if family emergencies? What are you gonna do? Everyone's fine, by the way. I just had to play, nothing happened to me personally, but I did have to play dog sitter because of some family members having to go like 3 hours away. So everything's fine now, don't worry. But what are you gonna do, you know? So let's talk about some games. We're gonna start with Expo Floor 1. So I do have one game hidden here. Ooh, I wonder what it is. Spoiler alert, I hide games for a multitude of reasons on Steam. Sometimes if they are too, like, the content is too adult-centric, I'll hide them, just so when we do videos like this, I don't have to worry about getting demonetized. But also, if something includes AI, I will hide it. So I'm curious what the one hidden one is. I can't figure out how to unhide it, so we're just gonna deal. But I think that there's enough, or like few enough games that we can talk about every single game in its entirety, which is great, actually. I did think there was gonna be more games, but maybe it's games that don't have a Steam page yet, so we'll see. And I'm excited to talk about quite a few of these. If we have enough games as well, if enough of these games I have demoed before but have not posted the footage of, usually because Summer Game Fest happened, I recorded a bunch of demo dives and none of them have gone up yet. But if there's enough here, enough games, because I see one of them already, Death Howl is one that I have demo footage of this game sitting on my hard drive right now. And we will get to Death Howl, don't worry, very excited to talk about Death Howl. But if there's enough games like that, and I'm talking like if we have like 3, if we can hit 3 games where I have footage rotting on my hard drive, I will expedite those demos and like put them in like a demo dive mashup and post a little Endix demo dive. But We'll see, because we have one already, Death Howl I do have footage of, and I think maybe Everdream Village as well, I'm not sure, but we'll see. So already we could definitely have a demo dive here. But the first game we're going to be talking about from floor 1, circle it back a little bit, is 13Z, the Zodiac Trials. They've done a bunch of playtests for this game, but because I have already covered this, it's already gone up in a video. This is one of my most anticipated indie games right now. I am so excited for this to release. I've been following it like for, it feels like years at this point. But what is this? This is a roguelike hack and slash inspired by Eastern mythology. Experiment with divine powers, overcome deadly trials, and rise again after each fall to become the 13th Zodiac Guardian. You can play either solo or co-op. I believe down here, it looks like they are actually, yeah, they did a co-op demo recently. November 21st, they did a co-op demo. And actually, it looks like it's available right now. The co-op demo is currently live because I'm recording this on the 30th, so it looks like it's actually live as of right now. So I cannot recommend this game enough. I am so excited for this game to release. You can even see here it's on my wish list. This will not be included in the Endix demo dive that may or may not happen, solely for the fact that I've already demo dove into it. We already did a demo dive. What is a demo dive? It's exactly what it sounds like. I play as many demos as I possibly can in one video, and it's already been in a video, so we don't need to like do that again. But I love this game, and if you have not demoed it yet, you can demo it right now. So I fully 200% recommend checking that out. It is so good, and I love it. So I hope you guys love it too, because it's really good. I really like 13Z. It's everything. Like if you like games like even here, similar to games you played, Hades. If you like Hades and you like Genshin Impact, right? Like those type of games, you need to demo this game. It's so good. I love it. I can't wait for this game to come out. The next game on our list is one that I actually have not heard of, but it has already released. My Child Lebensborn Remastered. Oh, it's a remaster from 2023. That's probably why. Also, it looks like it's point and click, and I'm very hit or miss with point and clicks. I'm curious when this game actually came out though. Oh, it takes place in the aftermath of World War II. That hurts. That hurts a little bit. It's a 2019 BAFTA game. So it looks like it originally came out in 2019 and they did the remaster as of 2023. It looks good, but also I have so many games to demo. I'm gonna have to decide, because the demo is available for this. I'm gonna have to decide if I want to include more demos, you know? So this is a story-driven nurture game based on real events. That's even worse. Based on real events. Play as the adoptive parent of Karen or Klaus. Also, I want to change my box size because I think it's covering part of the text and I don't know what to do about that. Here, I'm going to put this up here for a second so you can all see it, but Karen or Klaus experience the struggles they go through alongside them, balance your time and resources wisely while helping your child cope with the effects of hatred. Dear God, this looks like a gut punch. Emotional. Yeah, I could tell you that much. I'm gonna mess with my OBS for a second, so the box is gonna get smaller, but it's because Steam got bigger and it's annoying me. Okay, give me a second. BRB. Many things have changed. We're doing this gacha recap style now. This ended up being the best way to make this work. So we're gonna move on to our next game now after multiple minutes of me trying to figure this out. And that next game is going to be Alpha Nomos. So this looks like rhythm roguelike. Okay, so it's a mix of things. Hypothetically, I should enjoy this game, but that remains to be seen, because sometimes when the rhythm game is mixed with something, even if it is something I like, I'm a little bit on the fence about it. So what is this? Alpha Nomos is, there's no way for me to segue into that. Okay, it's time to wield the beat. Play as Cello. So I'm assuming our main character's name is Cello then. And slice through an army of rogue puppets in a vibrant melody-twisted world. Combat pulses to the soundtrack, time your moves to the beat to unleash show-stopping combos and perfectly choreographed chaos. Say that 5 times fast. Because here's my thing. I've played rhythm, roguelike, hack and slash games before, and my thing with a roguelike is that and a hack and slash actually, is I truly want to hack and slash, you know? I want to go in on that gameplay. And so when it gets like, you know, when it gets maybe a bit slower because you have to do it to like a sort of beat, I don't love it as much sometimes. So I'm curious how I will feel about this game. I would like to give it a shot though. I might be, you know, I think what I'm gonna do is just add some of these to my general PlayerNay demo dive list. And if the demo is still available when we get to it, then we'll play it. But I'm hoping we can play some of these because I would like to play this game, and I would like to demo this game in particular. But the demo is very recent, so it might not be available. I don't know. I do want to check this game out though, for sure. I'm very curious about this one. Our next game then is Paper Castle, Tower Defense, and Firefighting. Where does the fire come in? There's no demo available for this. Where does the fire come in? Okay, so this is a minimalist strategy game where you build, paint, and defend your kingdom of paper. Harness the power of water to protect it from relentless flames and enemy hordes. Will your paper castle survive the next wave? This is real-time strategy hack and slash. It is listed as hack and slash, which is interesting. I don't know what to think about this one. Also, I've been forgetting to do the AI check, but none of these have included AI, which I'm actually impressed by, because I went into this with preconceived notions, if you will. Yeah, I mean, I guess I see the fire. I guess, yeah, the firefighting. Okay, the fire is from enemies because it's paper, so that's like how you. Okay, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. I'm interested in this one. I think I am interested in this one. There's no demo, so it's going to the wish list immediately because there's not a demo for that yet. And if something doesn't have a demo, then I do just like relegate it to the wish list, which sometimes things do get lost in the wish list. But next Steam Next Fest we get, if it's on my wish list, it does tend to get pushed to the top of recommendations then for me. So fingers crossed for a Steam Next Fest release. After that, we have Emotionless, The Last Ticket. This is already out. There is a demo though as well. And it is a potential nominee for the Steam Awards, it seems like. No AI warning on this one, so that's great. But you know what isn't great? It's a Lovecraftian psych horror. And I am a weenie. So this says, step into a liminal cosmic horror experience set in an abandoned amusement park. I do like the idea of the abandoned amusement park though. There's a couple of different books with that premise on my TBR right now. I'm not even gonna lie. But for some reason, actually playing through it terrifies me a lot more than just reading it. Uncover the haunting narrative behind its twisted rides and empty tunnels to discover what lurks within a reality that shouldn't exist. Oh, I gotta put this in a demo dive. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a like actual demo dive. Ooh, I don't hate that, actually. We might be doing a proper demo dive for Endix, which I feel like it deserves a proper demo dive, even though December is the month of demo dives. I am covering 2 different indie events throughout the month of December, and we'll be having multiple demo dives go up for that, but we might have a wild card demo dive go up in there, because I do want to cover some of the Endix games, especially because I was unable to actually like attend the event. I would like to give it a little bit of love here, so I think I might do a dedicated demo dive, because there's been a couple of titles that we've already had 2, as well as the ones that I'm going to pull from Summer Game Fest. That makes 3. I got to record some stuff, but that makes 3. So I think we might do some demo dive speed runs actually for Endix. I think they deserve it because I was unable to, like I said, I was unable to attend. So I think they deserve it. And the last 2 games we've looked at that I've considered demoing, Alpha Nomos and Emotionless, both sound really good, and I kind of want to demo both of them. So I think we're gonna give this showcase its flowers in that regard. They're getting us a deep dive and a demo dive, so it sounds about right to me. Next, we have Lootbound, which I feel like we have possibly seen this before. Regardless, this key art looks really nice. AI check, no AI, so we're good. Ooh, there's a playtest. Join the playtest. Welcome to the playtest, yay! It did immediately want to download it to my PC. I will download it in a second. But fun fact about Steam, sometimes if you click the like join playtest button, it isn't like an automatic join. So if you click to like quest access, they'll just immediately let you in. A lot of indie games actually do it that way. So fun fact, it's not like that all the time, but sometimes it is. So this is a tactical roguelike with turn-based combat. Y'all, that's like 3 buzzwords all at once. Turn-based combat, inventory management, and a touch of D&D flavor. You know, I love a touch of D&D flavor. I truly do. All set in a dark fantasy world. And you know what? I love a dark fantasy. Lead your squad through winding dungeon corridors built by the mysterious master, proper nouns, filled with traps, riddles, and monsters. This sounds sick, honestly. I am putting this on my wishlist, even though we are going to throw it in a demo dive as well. I do include playtests in demo dives. We're going to throw it in a demo dive, but I just want to make sure I don't forget about this game. Sometimes, like the playtest, I don't know what the final date is. It says you'll have 10 days and it opened on the 25th, meaning this playtest is already halfway over. So just in case I don't get to the Endix demo dives in time with all the other demo dives I'm having to record recently, I do want to make sure I play either demo this game at some point. It is coming to Switch as well. I probably will try to get my hands on a Switch copy. I'm not even gonna lie about that. But I want to this is one of those games where I want to make sure I play this at some point. And like, even if that is like a Steam Next Fest or something, I want to make sure I play it at some point because this looks so good. So I do want to like, it's going on both the wish list and the demo dive list, quite frankly. Okay, next we have Project Remind. This is a 2026 release. There's a playtest for this one. So let me just do really quickly the AI check. All right, we're clean, we're clean. Which just the fact that we haven't encountered any AI games so far is quite impressive to me. I do need to reiterate that because I was fully expecting there to be like at least one on every floor, and we're on floor 2 and we haven't seen one yet. So this one we have to request access for, so we might play this game, we might not. But ooh, I don't even want to segue into this because the description for this one looks really cool. Welcome to the end, my end. Manipulate machinery, open secret passages, and bypass computers to remember your life from your first discovery to your own deathbed. In this first-person narrative puzzle game, investigate a mysterious presence, looking for the answer that haunted you since that, all caps, day. So this is like Amnesia Trope, the game, but also it's sci-fi, puzzle, explorer. I'm putting this on the wish list in case we don't get playtest access, but again, this seems like something that is right up my alley. I love an Amnesia Trope, I really do, and this looks really, really cool. So I'm hoping we get playtest access for this one. Even if it's not right away, I'm hoping we can throw it in a demo dive somewhere because this looks really, really cool. Our next game, as you can see, is already on my wish list. I believe I already recorded demo dive footage for this. I'm pretty sure. You can see the demo is available here. And so I'm not going to re-demo it, but I know I played this during the Summer Game Fest extravaganza that I've been talking about a lot recently. Oh my God. I had to just pause for a second because I have my heater on for the first time this year because it's super duper cold out today. Oh my God. And I smelled burning, but if you haven't had your heater on in a while, fun fact, it will make that like burning smell. And I was like, oh my God, what is that? But it's like really strong. Oh my God. Well, my heat just kicked on. I'm going to give it 5 minutes. And if I still smell it, then I'm going to call someone, but like, we'll give it 5 minutes because it's really strong. Oh my God. But I haven't turned it on yet. It's like a dust. It's like the dust. Anyways, Death Howl. I played this during Summer Game Fest. I don't remember if it was an on or off screen demo, but this is an awesome game. I've talked about it recently with, I think Golden Joystick had a preview for it. This game is so cool. Death Howl is so cool. So with this one, you journey through the sorrowful spirit world in a Souls-like deck builder. It's difficult. The Souls-like aspect does come in. This is a difficult game, but it's really cool. It comes out December 9th. I'm actually waiting on this one. I'm hoping I can get a copy of it somewhere. Craft cards and claim powerful totems to defeat the woeful spirits lurking in the mystical lands. Unravel the tale of a grieving mother and her desperate attempt to defy death and bring back her son. This is really cool. Very, very cool. I cannot recommend this game enough. This is another one that I'm like super, super looking forward to. If I have footage for it, I'll throw it in a demo dive, but I don't want to like re-demo it also because it comes out soon and I might try to get my hands on it. So I'm like, I'm gonna let it rest. But this game is so, so cool. If you haven't demoed it, you should before they take the demo away, because I don't know if they're going to be taking the demo away at release, because sometimes that does happen. Don't quote me. I don't know if they're going to take it away or not, but like, check it out, please. This game is so cool. It's also like with the pixel art, it's beautiful. This is one of those games that just is like visually stunning as well. I can't recommend it enough. We're going to take a complete turn from those last 3 that seemed very sad and take a look at Everdream Village. So this is a cozy game. I believe Everdream Valley is the predecessor to this game. I think we've played Everdream Valley. Yeah, Everdream Valley. I do own this game. I had mixed opinions on it, but I am quite excited for Everdream Valley. Everdream Village. As you can see, I already have the demo on my PC, so we will be throwing this into the upcoming Endix demo dive. It's releasing on December 12th, so very, very soon. With this game, you're going to build your ideal cozy farm in a living village. Form bonds with fellow villagers to lend a hand as you grow crops, care for animals, and craft a corner of paradise. Sail across enchanted islands to discover new resources and adventures along the way, coming December 12th. So I am curious about this game because I have played the previous one to it, but it's one of those ones where I'm like, this could go one of 2 ways. I don't know if I'm gonna love it or be kind of like mid on it again, but I do want to give it a try. I still want to give it a try. The demo, I think this was supposed to go in a different demo dive at some point that I just never got to, so I would like to try and get to it this time, but I do I think mainly because I had mixed feelings about the last one. I'm very interested to see what this one entails, but it does look pretty good. Lastly, for floor 2, then we have Verho Curse of Faces. I feel like I've seen this floating around. This game came out November 10th, so I think maybe that's why. No AI content, but it does have a mature content warning on it. Verho is a dark RPG following the tradition of the King's Field series, taking place after the catastrophic era of solitude. So maybe it's a part of a franchise and that's why I've heard of it. Where masks have become the only protection against the Curse of Faces. Travel to the land of Yariv, find the source of this scourge and face its dangers. This has been out for a little bit. The demo, it seems like still is available, so we might try to throw it in that demo dive. So, oh, your save state from the demo will be transferred to the full game. You don't see that a lot with demos recently, so I'm happy it's there. I'm curious, is there other... No, it's interesting, because the developer only has 2 games on Steam. Is it the publisher, then? No, because the publisher's only done Verho and one other. Interesting. Oh, no, okay, the publisher's done other games. Not a ton, though. Interesting, because it sounds like this is, like, part of a franchise, but it's not. So you're kind of just thrown into the lore, it seems like. Oh, interesting, okay. Yeah, because there would be a bundle, I think. Okay. I'm intrigued by this game because it sounds like it should be part of something bigger, but it's not. We definitely have to check this out. That's it for floor 2, though. Then we have a little offshoot, the THQ Nordic Island. They had their own little booth, as far as I know. And this was like one of the pillars of the festival. Like, this was one of the things that was recommended, like, hey, you should definitely check this out. This is one of our big, like, flagship booths at this showcase. So I will say immediately, I'm not immediately interested in too many of these games, even though one of them is on my wish list. I have heard a bunch of really good things about Reanimal, I will say that, and I do have to put in my birthday for this one. Give me a second. Also, if anyone was curious, the burning smell from my heater has gone off, so we're safe. It was just the heater. It wasn't an actual fire, it was just my AC. Not AC, the heating. It's like the same machine. Anyways. Reanimal, as you can see, from the creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2, but this is a much darker version of that. Oh, there is a demo. There is a demo. Gonna do that real quick. But I think it's co-op only. It does say single player. It does say single player. Okay. So the creators of Little Nightmares have returned to take you on a darker, more terrifying journey than ever before. In this horror adventure game, a brother and sister go through hell to rescue their missing friends and escape the island that they used to call home. This is coming out on February 13th of next year. It is listed as co-op, but we'll give it a shot. The demo is available, so I feel like we gotta give this one a shot. This is one of those games that a lot of people are really looking forward to going into next year. Yeah, there even is a mature content description on this game. It's rated mature. So this is essentially like Little Nightmares, but like fully for adults. Not saying Little Nightmares isn't for adults. I think Little Nightmares you can play at any age, quite frankly. You know, maybe you should be like a teenager at least. But like, this is darker. This is a lot darker, right? It's coming out on Friday the 13th. Hello? There's gonna be at least a good handful of people, because Valentine's Day is the 14th. That's Saturday. There's gonna be a good handful of people who play this for Valentine's Day. And you know what? If you and your partner are really into horror games, this could be a great way to spend your Valentine's Day. I'm not even kidding. Because it's a co-op game, right? This could be like actually quite cute. Like if you're really into horror games and horror media, that could be kind of cute. We are going to demo this though. This is going to go in the demo dive. I will see if it's playable in single player. I think they have said before that it is, just that the second character that would usually be played by the second player is controlled by not generative AI, but coded in-game AI, the type of AI that they use to move around enemies and stuff. It's the same thing. It's been in games for years. Pointing this out, thank you. But I think that it's just like the computer controls it. I think that's what the thing is. It's on Switch as well. Like, if you're into horror games, this would actually be a really cute way to spend Valentine's Day. I'm not even kidding. Like, if that's your jam, there's gonna be at least one couple in the world that plays this for Valentine's Day. And you know what? I hope you have a great time. I do. Coming out on Friday the 13th, though, is also like a power move, I gotta say. I'm excited to demo it because this is one of those ones that a lot of people have been talking about. A lot of people have been talking about Reanimal, so I'm excited for that. I also didn't know a demo was out, so we'll definitely demo. Next, we have Titan Quest 2, which came out August 1st. This was probably shown off at a showcase, one of the summer games things, and that's why I have it on here. It's early access right now. There's no demo, unfortunately. But this is a action hack and slash. With this one, Nemesis, Goddess of Retribution, is out of control. She is corrupting the threads of fate and punishing all those who oppose her. Take up your weapon, fight alongside gods, and change fate itself in Titan Quest II, an action RPG inspired by Greek mythology. I think I have this on my list because it is the Greek mythology inspiration. Because this is one of those ones where I'm like, I don't really think I need to play one, because it's like not on Steam, I'm realizing. And two, I know enough about Greek mythology that like I could probably get by, you know? I don't think you needed to have played the first one though. For with the early access thing though, they say over the years we updated Titan Quest 1 with a lot of polish and quality of life features. With 2, we want to not only reach that same level, but also exceed it. It looks like they're giving it at a lower price possibly for the early access, which I actually think is a really cool idea. Yeah, early access pricing will be significantly lower than the price of the completed game at the release of version 1.0. Okay. I still want to take a look at this game, but there's no demo available right now. I still would like to take a look at it though. It's going to stay on the wish list because that would be exactly what I'd do with it, but it's going to stay there. I'm still intrigued by you. Next, we have Tides of Tomorrow, which I think was shown off during Summer Game Fest as well, possibly. I don't remember. I feel like it was. There is a demo available, so we'll put that in the library. Tides of Tomorrow, from the makers of Road 96. Tides of Tomorrow challenges you to survive the troubled ocean planet of Elend, as well as the choices made by your friends and favorite streamers. What is that supposed to mean? Asynchronous multiplayer game. Okay. I'm intrigued by this. When they say streamers, should they mean like actual content creators or just like fictional ones? I really can't figure it out. This comes out February 24th officially though. I can't figure this game out though. So its choices matter, but then also taking that to the extreme and the choices of other players also matters. We'll definitely demo that one. I feel like this was supposed to be in a demo dive. We saw this somewhere and I don't remember if it was supposed to be in a demo dive from then or what, but I'm curious. Then we have Wreckfest 2. This is probably going to be a skip for me, 1, because there's no demo, and 2, it's a racing game, and I'm not good at racing games. So Wreckfest is back, offering the best in full contact racing with unrivaled destruction. Witness head-to-head battles as you tear apart rival vehicles bit by bit, powered by the enhanced physics engine, developed by the creators of Wreckfest and Flat Out. I have heard of Flat Out. This came out back in March. This is definitely probably a mature game as well. Just looking at it, but it's not rated. So came out back in March. It's in early access still. And it seems like they're doing early access with 2 because they also did it with 1 and it worked out really well. So that makes total sense. This part specifically, like the car cleaning, this looks like something I would really like. The fixing of the cars looks like something I would like. That I will say. But it's just because I enjoy stuff like that. The customization tool, yes, this seems like something I would enjoy, but I'm really bad at driving games, so it is going to be a skip for me, but it has 73% positive reviews. So, I mean, if you're into driving games, and also that review number is probably based on the fact that, because they even say here, like, hey, this game isn't finished. If you're expecting a finished game, maybe wait till 1.0. So that makes total sense as well. Lastly, for THQ Nordic, we have the remake of Gothic 1. There is a prologue demo available for this, so I'm going to throw it in there just because this sounds like something I would like. Mature content, but that's totally fine. We're all adults here, blah, 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 all that jazz. And it just says this is coming out Q1 2026. But with this game, return to the Valley of the Mines in this faithful remake of the genre-defining classic RPG. Interesting. Okay, I didn't actually have not heard of this game before, but depending on when it came out, I definitely could have missed it. It's definitely a possibility. Explore a handcrafted, organic open world that reacts dynamically to your actions in a gritty, unrestricted experience like no other. This is either going to be a big hit or miss for me because it like the gritty action, gore, like that I might not like, but the gameplay mechanics definitely sound like something I would like. I don't know, we'll see. It's a demo. It's going in the demo dive, so we have full chance to like not enjoy it and not play it again. But if it's going in the demo dive, that's the point of the demo dive. Okay, so next we have the Mega Stand contenders. I don't actually know what the Mega Stands are, but I'm assuming these were also like probably some big booths. And we have 2 of these games here. So Maitreya? I've not seen this game before. There's a playtest. Hold on. Welcome to the playtest. All right, it's going into demo dive. Join schoolgirl superhero Rhea as her manager Neo as they embark on their journey as hero content creators, fighting monstrous beings that emerge daily from a dimension beyond. Anime-inspired, heart-pounding hero action is waiting for you. So this sounds like we're mixing like Genshin and Dispatch or something like that, which honestly, truly, I maybe not Genshin, maybe more of like, but the combat. You know, I take it back. This sounds like we're mixing Zenless Zone Zero and Dispatch, which I'm not even mad about because it's action combat. So I'm like, huh. I am actually quite excited to playtest this. Yeah, even this UI is reminiscent of like the style of Zenless. Yeah, it's Zenless meets Dispatch. Okay. No AI content warning. I'm quite interested in this. Wow, okay. No, this sounds really fun. Also, something like, it sounds right up my alley of something I would enjoy as well. Okay, okay. I think we're the pink-haired one with the headphones in the back. I think that's us. That's so cool, actually. Oh, I'm really excited to try this one. When does the playtest end? No, it ends on November 30th, which is tonight. Okay, so there's no way we're gonna have time to playtest this one, unfortunately. So I'll put it on my wish list. I do think we're gonna, it does say the playtest is ending probably a couple hours after I'm recording this. Yeah, it's ending in a couple hours, I think. It's GMT, so I'm not entirely sure. But unless they, oh wait, no, that's the time limit for Endix. So the playtest goes until December 5th, and I do plan on getting these demo dives recorded before December 5th because I have a ton of other demo dives to get done. So we will be able to play this for the demo dives. Crisis averted, guys. I'm excited to get this one played. So crisis averted. Our other mega stand then is Heptic Arena. This is a it's tagged as PvE and PvP, so it's probably a little mix of both, which is kind of out of my wheelhouse, but there is not a demo available for this or a playtest, so that's totally fine. It looks like it's preparing to launch into early access at some point, but there is not a date for it. With this game, you are squatting up to battle monsters and crush the competition in, well, it says the name of the game now. Hold on, I have to take a water break. Let's try that again. Squat up to battle monsters and crush the competition in Heptic Arena, the galaxy's deadliest game show. It calls itself a game show, interesting. Skill wins rounds, style wins crowds. Okay. Dominate the arena, become a legend, make them watch. Now, while this doesn't sound like something I would super enjoy, if asked, and I didn't have to get a team together, I might give it a shot. Also, I feel like this is going to be a blast to watch other people play. Like, I'm excited to watch like other content creators that I look up to and enjoy watching, as well as like friends play this, because this looks so cool, actually. I think it's the game show aspect, the style aspect. I'm intrigued by what that is going to look like, and I would love to see other people play it for that reason. Yeah, this is a third-person PvPvE showdown shooter set within an intergalactic game show that features 4 unique biomes filled with monsters and hazards as you fight to emerge victorious in a Coliseum-style arena finale. So yeah, it's a mix of the two things. No, I'm so excited to see other people play this because it's not really in my wheelhouse, but I'm excited to see other people who it is in their wheelhouse play it, and I hope y'all have a blast. So then we're going to move on to floor 3. We might have to like start speedrunning a little bit. We're probably gonna speed run through the haunted games, but floor 3. We're starting with Moony Black Lotus. This game came out on October 8th. No AI content disclosure, so we're good. Ooh, and it like literally no AI content disclosure, but we literally have like a better, like literally the exact opposite. Enjoy the live recorded orchestral soundtrack adapting to your gameplay. Literally the exact opposite of AI generation. They went so far as to be like, nah, bring in the real life orchestra. That's wild. Oh my God, do you have a demo? No, no demo. In a world of corrupted memories, you traverse the remains of a once flourishing city. Shadows flicker around you and metallic echoes pulse through your mind. Search for your father's legacy to regain your forgotten past, but beware, each step takes you deeper into a waking nightmare. So this is not listed as a horror, but it is listed as a story-rich dystopian mystery, which is definitely interesting. I'm putting that on my wish list, and I might try to get a copy of this because this looks really good. This looks good. It only has 2 reviews, which that's why I love covering indie games, because sometimes you come across an absolute gem that has like 2 reviews. So I'm definitely happy that they got a slot at Endix, because I feel like this, I'm hoping it brings more players to the game because this sounds really good. I think graphically it's very interesting. It's not what I would expect. It's very simple compared to other games in the same sort of genre, but I've always been more of a, I care more about the story than what your game actually looks like. So I'm interested to hopefully, fingers crossed, try this out at some point. This looks really good. Next, we have Pow Pow. This is a co-op game, so it's definitely out of my wheelhouse, but it does say you can play single player, so we will put it on the demo list. Welcome to the world of Pow Pow. Enjoy the freedom to explore, build, and create in a cozy open world as a fluffy chef with a kitchen knife. Discover islands, take on quests, grow crops, find rare items, and decorate your restaurant. Okay, so it's like a cozy management sim. Little chaotic. Co-op simulator and sandbox for 1 to 4 players, so I think you can play a single player. It's probably not recommended, but we'll definitely give it a shot. Something we do here a lot is if a game can be played in single player, I'm always down to try it out in single player just to see if it's worth playing in single player or if you should just play it with other people. But I'm excited to see a little bit from this game. This looks super cute. We have a demo next, with a horror game demo in particular. Cry Valhalla single player demo. So the game itself is coming soon. So let's pop open the game here. This is a survival horror game in a found footage style. You've just found a tape taken in 1987 after the tragic explosion of Chernobyl. Okay, this is already a lot. Oh, interesting. Okay, I don't think we're gonna demo this actually, and I have a reason for that. You have to survive and escape from the mutants and the hostile environment to finish your mission and close a portal to the alien world. No AI content disclosure. There is Twitch integration with this game, but it is a voice control game. I don't know where the voice control comes into play. Okay, when you shout or make any noise with your microphone turned on, that will affect to the world. You could attract your enemies or choose a stealthy strategy to lure them. It depends on the situation. Turn on your microphone, use voice control for an immersive psychological horror experience. Yeah, okay, so uses proximity voice chat, and I kind of got to this at the beginning of the video a little bit, but I don't like things that use my microphone because I like to talk a lot. So I think I'm going to end up skipping this one, but definitely if you are into like this is one of those games that could go like viral on Twitch, you know? Like this is one of those games with the voice control. I feel like voice control horror games in particular do very well on Twitch because you're live streaming. You can just like stop talking, but I feel like with a video, like I could stop talking in a video, but I don't like to do that. So like dead air is the death of me. So if you're into this sort of game though, this does sound really good. And hey, no AI content disclosure, so you know it's safe. Not necessarily safe, but it's something. Another alien game then. They are here, alien abduction horror. Okay, so this is a first-person narrative horror game about an alien abduction at Grayswood Farm. The game is inspired by movies such as Signs and The X-Files. I have not seen either of those games. No AI, so that's good. There's been literally, I'm like, did Endix like fully go in and is like, no AI this year, we're cutting you guys off? Or did Steam get rid of the AI disclosure? Because I know there was the Epic Games guy recently was like, I don't know why Steam has an AI games disclosure. All games are going to have AI in the future, and that is not a future I want to be living in, sir. This is why no one downloads Epic. So I'm scared that they just took it away now. So fingers crossed. There's a demo, right? I think this might be a skip for me because it is a first-person horror game, and I am a weenie. And you know, it's not October. I tried to force myself to do some horror game demos in October because it was October and it was spooky month, but it is Christmas, baby. I'm not putting myself through that, but if you're into alien abduction horror type games, this is probably a good one for you. Next, I wish I could say that this was a game that was going to the demo dives that we could pull from Summer Game Fest, but it is not because I've tried to demo this game many a time and it won't open on my PC. This is Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. I've heard good things about this game, but for whatever reason, I cannot, well, the demo is no longer available, but I could not, for the life of me, get this game to open on my PC. I tried at least like 5 or 6 different times, which sucks. It just would not open on my PC. And I think I meet the minimum requirements as well. I think I'm actually more in the recommended. Yeah, like I have an Intel processor in my PC. I have above i5. I have 16 gigabytes RAM. My graphics card, I have the recommended graphics card or around that. I don't fully remember. Interesting. I didn't know you needed that high of a graphics card. Interesting. I had enough space. It does recommend playing on SDD, but I believe I downloaded it onto HDD, but that's the minimum. I hit, like, I'm not on all the recommended ones, but I hit the min system. I don't know why this game would not open on my PC. I haven't tried to download the demo since it released because the demo is no longer available, but I've heard good things about this game and I wish we could have given it a shot, but it just would not open on my computer at all. So with this game, You are diving into vibrant dimensions brimming with shiny loot and pesky enemies. Grow your shop, tinker with weapons and gadgets, as well as make your mark among a ragtag community of castaways. I wish I had more to say about this game, but like I said, it would not open on my PC at all. It has 86% positive reviews out of 1,116 reviews at this current moment in time. I wish we could have played this game, really, but it would not open on my PC. I can't recommend it for that reason, because I could not get it to run. But hey, maybe you are more lucky than I. Okay, so then we have the rooftop halls A and B. So we're gonna speed run a little bit of these. First game here, disgusting, by the way, Band of Crusaders. This is a dark medieval strategy RPG in which you become Grand Master of a knightly order and lead it against a demonic invasion of Europe. Craft your sandbox adventure, explore a vast simulated world, recruit crusaders, grow your camp, and face demons and human foes in real-time combat. Interesting. Oh, it's NC-Soft. Of course it's NC-Soft. Okay. No AI content disclosure, so that's awesome. But there's no demo, so it's a skip for now. Then we have the 18th Attic, paranormal anomaly hunting game. So this is a psych horror. No demo though. The 18th Attic is a psychological horror game where you play as a man trapped in the attic with your cat companion, armed only with a camera. I swear to God, if anything happens to the cat, it's over. Hunt down paranormal anomalies by taking their pictures and detecting their presence to unravel secrets of your past. Each photo unlocks a new memory. I do like this gameplay mechanic. I've seen, oh, there's a demo. I like this gameplay mechanic, but also I think it might scare me like too much. I can't tell. Because there's like a cozy game in development with like this same like camera mechanic. So I've like, the camera mechanic is something I've seen before. Oh my God, it has jump scares. That's terrifying. It's not like a promoted demo. It's like a side of the screen demo. So it's an older one. Massively multiplayer. How is it an MMO? It's tagged as massively multiplayer. I'm curious about that, but I don't think I'm curious enough to demo it because this one scares me. After that, we have My Pet Hooligan. Oh, interesting. From former Pixar and EA devs, shouts out to y'all for getting out of EA, comes My Pet Hooligan, a fast-paced third-person shooter platformer that is a lot of genres. Hop in as a rebellious rabbit, wield comical weapons, skateboard like a pro skater, unleash chaotic destruction, and fight for control over Hulaland City. Okay, join the rebellion today. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna demo this. And I'm gonna suck at it because it looks like the skateboarding thing actually might be a big part of the gameplay. Oh, it's team-based? Oh, it is team. Okay, never mind. This is not being demoed because it's online co-op PvP type bit. It's like a third-person shooter. Yeah, third-person shooter platformer. I don't know why I didn't see that before. I think I was just kind of floored about the former Pixar and EA thing. Kind of wild, if you ask me. I hope this game does well, because this is kind of wild, especially like the people working on it. Like, that's kind of wild. Next is Race Jam, something kind of similar. This game came out on September 17th. It is already out in early access. No AI disclosure. Good. Experience the thrill of the 1990s with Race Jam, an action-packed arcade-style racing game. It definitely, you can definitely tell the inspirations. Featuring retro-inspired tracks, high-speed gameplay, and an authentic throwback vibe. Race Jam, exhilarating 90s arcade racing like you remember, but better. This is going to be a skip from me. The demo is still available. It's a skip from me though, for the sole purpose that I'm really bad at racing games and it's not really something I grow for. But I mean, this is definitely multiple people's cup of tea, and I think more people should play it. I do. Shadow of the Road is next. This is a story-driven turn-based RPG where feudal Japan meets magic and machine. This is all things that I love. I love when you can kind of mix sci-fi and fantasy. In this case, it's more of like fantasy used with technology, and I really enjoy that. Assemble your team from a diverse set of characters and test your skills against yokai and steampunk contraptions. Love that. Carve your own path through an immersive story and change the fate of the empire. There is a demo available for this, so that's going in the demo dive, baby. Let me do, okay, no AI disclosure, but we do got that mature content disclosure, which I am totally fine with. I am literally an adult. Yeah, tactical RPG. This looks really cool. I feel like this is one of those demos that, like, this game is gonna have a learning curve, and so if I go to demo it, I'm gonna suck at it. But you know what? We're gonna have fun. We're still gonna demo it, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm excited to try this one out for sure. Next is Xenopurge, which I think I've seen this. I think I meant to demo this at some point. The demo is still available, so we will give it a shot. I don't think I demoed this before though. I think this was like what I like to call a demo dive reject, meaning it was supposed to go in a demo dive at some point in time, but it never got that far. Like the demo period ended, or I just decided to skip over it for whatever reason. But I think this might have been a reject. So Xenopurge is a tactical auto battler where you are a commander tasked purging the Xenos threat. Operate from a remote command center, issuing indirect orders via multi-screen interfaces. Again, this is something like if you liked Dispatch but want something like more low-key, I think this is something quite similar. I've not played Dispatch. I demoed it for like 10 minutes maybe, but I've not played it in full. But from the gist of the combat seems similar, right? Plan routes, set priorities, and adapt as missions escalate, and feel the true weight of being a command. I will say, oh no, the user reviews are actually pretty positive. I saw on the recent reviews, I saw the 54 user reviews and thought it said 54%. And I was like, oh boy, wait a minute. That doesn't sound like very positive. This came out on November 20th, and it is not an early access release. It released into early access on July 11th, and then the 1.0 was on November 20th. So this was just recently. We are going to give it a little demo shot, and all of the reviews overall, 92% positive overall. So pretty good. But that will go into demo dive, so we'll see it more there. But yeah, full release it says here. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Then we have Chained Beasts, which I think, oh no, this is co-op. This is co-op. Okay, it does say you can play single player though, so we might have to give it a shot, especially because the demo is available. This game came, oh my god, I saw the demo out now, and my brain skipped over the word demo, so I was like, it's not out, but it said it came out. No, it didn't, bestie, it did not. It's coming out Q1 of 2026. So this is a 1 to 4 player co-op gladiator roguelike. We are going to give it a shot to see if you can play it single player and how that plays, even though it's listed as a co-op. We're going to give it a shot. Use your chains or the arena to beat up foes in creative ways and win over the bloodthirsty crowd. I think you might not be able to play this in single player, even though it's listed as it. I don't think you can play it in single player because of the chain thing. Endure physical and mental injuries to defeat fearsome bosses and to survive the day. All right, I thought this had something like a rhythm aspect, but no, this is just a roguelike. Yeah, we'll definitely give it a shot. I don't know if you can play it for real in single player, but we'll give it a shot. Next is Back to the Dawn. This is a story-rich RPG set in a high-security prison, ruled by factions and buried secrets. Investigate 2 conspiracies from the inside, gather evidence, and outsmart a system designed to silence you. Make friends or foes with fellow inmates, and with their help, break out of prison. I don't recommend breaking out of prison, but this is a fantasy bit, right? Hypothetically, allegedly in Minecraft, yeah. There's no demo available for this, which makes me a little bit mad because I did want to demo it, but not mad. Mad isn't the right word. It's a little bummy. I shouldn't be mad that the game released. So this came out on July 17th and has 95% positive reviews overall from the English reviews. This is just from English. Recently is 97% positive. So this definitely sounds like a good game. Yeah. There's no demo though, so it's not going to go on the demo dive, but I might try to get my hands on it. We'll see. Lastly, for the rooftop, we have Moros Protocol. This came out on December 18th and is 80% positive on Steam. This is a pixel-painted sci-fi FPS roguelite where every battle is for survival, stranded on a decaying warship, stalked by horrors, and guided by a voice you don't recognize. You must adapt, upgrade, and push forward. You may be outnumbered, but you are now not outmatched. So this is classic boomer shooter. Roguelite boomer shooter, actually. No demo is available, but this still looks pretty good. I think I've heard people talk about Moros Protocol as well. I feel like I was hearing about this like a bit ago, probably when it came out, but it is out now and it seems to be doing pretty well. Okay, Theatrum Obscurum. This is the horror game hall from Endix. There's 2 pages and I think we're gonna do a speed run. We're gonna do a speed round, right? Okay, Reanimal, we already talked about. We're demoing this. Broken Lore, I'm going to click on them. Unfollow is a first-person psychological horror game that explores the impact social media has on mental health through the story of Anne, a victim of bullying trapped in a surreal nightmare, where she must solve a dark mystery and confront sinister creatures. This looks absolutely terrifying. I'm not putting... This is a speedrun because I'm not demoing these. That looks terrifying. Next, we have Post Trauma. This is a puzzle horror game inspired by PS2 era classics. Navigate environments, tackle threats, and meet other lost characters in the depths of the gloom. This came out in April of this year. There is no demo. This is actually one I would consider demoing. It actually sounds kind of cool, not even gonna lie, but I'm a sucker for PS2 graphics. I am. Baptiste is a psych horror devastated by a family tragedy. Sarah and her son, Tom, seek a new start at Jagged Shore Cliff. However, their worst fear is waiting for them there. This looks bad. Like, bad in a terrifying way, you know? We might demo this, though, because I am intrigued by it. I don't hate the graphics. God, that puppet is terrifying, though. That's a puppet, right? I'm gonna put it in a demo dive, and we might play it, we might not. This is the Baptiste is on the fence, but it sounds good. Gloomy Eyes! I have already played Gloomy Eyes, covered it on the channel. I need to do another video to finish it out, but I really like Gloomy Eyes. It's really good. I should probably take it off my wish list, considering I played it. But it's hard to take things off your wish list and see them. But I do recommend Gloomy Eyes. It's a really quick play, but it's good. I like it. There is a VR version available. The VR version has actually been available for longer, but if you're like me and can't play VR because of like motion sickness and stuff, I definitely recommend playing just like the 2D version. Next we have Jack Holmes, Master of Puppets. This is a survival horror in first person where you must manage your ammunition well, explore varied scenarios, and face nightmarish beings while investigating the macabre experiments with children, the result of a mind unhinged by madness and family loss. This sounds terrifying. There is no demo, and I'm happy. We're gonna keep it that way. The Scarlet Harvest is next. This is a slasher style, this is a shot by the way, a slasher style horror survival game. If you like Halloween stories with parties, friends, and lots of tension, you'll enjoy exploring macabre farms, dark cornfields, and dangerous settings where you'll have to run, fight, and survive. This came out in October of this year. There is a demo, but it has slasher movie gore. I think I'm gonna skip it, but there it is. 7 Minutes in Hell is an online co-op, so yes, this is a co-op horror game show where 1 to 4 players grab loot, avoid traps and monsters, and collect money boxes to escape before 7 minutes run out. Really cool concept, I have to say that. Choose sponsors for perks, buy and unlock gear, tackle bonus rounds, and face tougher, more chaotic challenges each day. This came out October 7th of this year. I need people to play this. This looks really good, actually. It's not my wheelhouse at all, so we're not gonna demo it because I don't play horror games, and I also don't really play co-op games. But I need people who play those games to play this game, actually. I will say though, this little guy in the key art, I love them and I want plush version. I've not even played the game. Next we have Engraving. In this horror adventure, your only weapons are ink, paper, and will. Explore shifting paths, chart them by hand, and uncover ancient secrets buried beneath root and stone. Every step takes its toll. This doesn't even have like a date or anything. The playtest is coming soon for the demo. This was posted in July of this year though, and I am not seeing a playtest, but maybe it did come out. It does say playtests and demos are coming soon. I'm putting this on my wish list because it sounds really cool, and even though it's listed as psych horror, it doesn't sound as bad. I say that, but it might be. It sounds good, okay? Maybe it's just I'm being convinced by the description, but you know, we'll be seated when there is a demo. Oh, what is this? Why is there a bloody knife? Hold on. My Last Friday is a first-person horror adventure game with a disturbing atmosphere, clever puzzles, body horror, and tense combat. Explore a twisted world, confront terrifying enemies, and endure the nightmarish challenges ahead. We're not demoing this. I think this might demonetize me just for talking about it. Yeah, we're not demoing this. Next, Cthulhu Mysteries, Veins of Arkham. All right. This is a Lovecraftian narrative mystery where staying sane is the greatest challenge. Interview the witnesses, gather clues, and draw conclusions to solve the most unusual case. Will you be able to handle the truth? There's no date announced for this yet, but I'm putting it in the demo dive. Listen, it's more visual novel based, and I think that's what's getting me. I'm not fully terrified, so I would like to give that one a shot. Next is Backrooms Level X. This is actually the first game we've had today that has mixed reviews. Interesting. I can't play Backrooms horror games because I feel like it's like too real and it freaks me out extra. So this is a first-person narrative survival horror game that immerses you in an endless labyrinth of desolate and liminal spaces. 13 levels and giant enemies await you in this unique experience. The fact that it's only 13 levels, I feel like maybe that's where the mixed reviews come in, is that it's just not worth, like, if you go through those 13 levels really quickly, like, is it worth 10 bucks? Technically, you're paying less than $1 per level, but also there's like other games that you could get more, like, you know, I think that's probably what the mixed reviews are coming from. Page number 2, we have Ritual Party. I think we've seen this before, possibly. In Ritual Party, you get to summon Cthulhu with your friends, work together or not with 1 to 4 players to perform wild rituals, unlocking cosmic horrors from the Cthulhu mythos. A chaotic party game where summoning eldritch beings is only half the fun. So this is a party game, so we're not going to demo it. It does say single player, but this doesn't sound like something you could play in single player. So I'm not even going to give that a shot. But it sounds fun. It does. 2026 release, I feel like this could go crazy, like around Halloween times. They recently also did a demo overhaul, which is very interesting. I do also need to say that recently I heard somebody pronounce Cthulhu, or like something like that. And I think about it. I think about it a lot. Anyways, next is Force Restart. It's like horror. A darkness creeps into the life of a grieving man. Oh God, we get the warning. A darkness creeps into the life of a grieving man, twisting his reality. In Force Restart, a first-person psychological survival horror thriller, explore surreal worlds with mind-bending traversal and haunting storytelling to uncover the secrets of the void or be lost to it forever. So this is a psych survival horror. There's no demo, which thank God. This doesn't sound bad though, and the graphics actually also look pretty good as well. Not even gonna lie. But there's no demo, which means I am safe today. Next is Pain to Win, which I feel like I've seen this come up somewhere. Like the playtest. I have playtest access. I'm not sure from what, but I do have playtest access. So we will be demoing this in some capacity because the demo is also available. So we'll either do the demo or the playtest, whatever is still available at the time I go to record this. What is this game though? This is a sick and twisted 2D shooter packed with blood and severed limbs. Okay. Extract the brains of maniac killers in a filthy world of lowlifes and swindlers. Okay. It does say it's difficult, so that could be interesting. I don't know when I requested playtest access, but I did at some point, obviously. Hey, we'll play it in some capacity. Next is Lost Lullabies, The Orphanage Chronicles. Awesome. Recent reviews are mixed. This came out October 27th, so not a huge turnaround there. But this is a co-op horror game set in 1980, inspired by the real life, that's terrifying on the video, stories of an orphanage ruined by a fire in 1960 Lowell. Playable with 1 to 4 players, the goal is to identify and expel malevolent spirits alone or with your team. I don't necessarily love horror games inspired by like real life. You know, I don't necessarily love horror games like that. Oh, it's AI generated. Of course it is. All right, well, you know what that means? It's getting ignored. Yeah, okay, I don't recommend this game. How they're using AI, it says that it is used for voice recognition, some of the images and soundtrack. So that's like a good chunk of the creative part of your game. Yeah, no, it's an absolute no from me. Moving on. It's a no from me, brother. And I would say it should be a no for all of you as well. All things considered though, that was the first AI game of the showcase, which is impressive considering I thought there was going to be more. Next we have Broken Lore, Don't Watch. I'm gonna check. Okay, no AI. Okay, so Steam still has the AI disclosures, by the way. In Broken Lore, Don't Watch, immerse yourself in the haunting world of Shinji, a young hikikomori trapped in his Tokyo apartment. As his mind unravels, confront a malevolent entity lurking in the shadows. Will you uncover the truth before it's too late? This came out April of this year and has 82% positive reviews overall. There is a demo, but this looks like a little bit too out of my wheelhouse, so I think I'm gonna skip. It just looks really gross, and oh, the eyeball thing really got me. I can't. Haunted Bloodlines is next. I don't think we've talked about this yet. I think we're good. Okay. This also looks like it's going to be a no for me. This is a first-person survival and psychological horror game that plumbs you into the eerie depths of a living, breathing mansion. I'm immediately going to say I've never seen the word plumb used in this context, and I have plumbers in my family. Immediately saying that. Dark rooms whisper secrets of the past as you explore its ever-expanding halls. You'll soon realize that hidden horrors lurk within its walls, and they rhymed there. It's a no from me, but just because it looks like a little too gory. Then we have the 18th Attic, which we talked about earlier, so we don't need to go over that one again. But that was the haunted area of Endix, which very excited I didn't actually have to walk through that, actually. Last but not least, we're going to do another little bit of a speed run here, because this is the Endix Friends. I do have 2 hidden, by the way, so 2 of these are missing, and I don't know which ones, and well, I guess we'll never know. But we're going to speedrun these ones as well, because I don't know if these games actually had a section in Endix or what, but we'll really quickly go through them. First, though, is a game on my wish list, which is Esoteric Ebb. Oh, and there's a demo. Okay, you know what? Awesome. I probably wanted to demo this. So Esoteric Ebb is a single-player CRPG inspired by the freedom of tabletop adventures. Unravel a political conspiracy with your goblin sidekick, roll dice, intense encounters, become a cleric of legends, or completely ruin the campaign. This sounds very fun, and it's on my wish list, meaning I have had my eyes on this, and I know I've had my eyes on this before. So we will be demoing that. I wasn't going to pull a ton of demos from the friends section just because this is a little bit of like a other part of the showcase, but I do want to demo that. So then is Star Trucker. This came out in September. Haul a cargo, trade salvage, and keep your spacesuit close as you search for fame and fortune among the stars in a game that puts an interstellar twist on the truck sim genre. Okay, I don't hate it. No AI, so I don't hate it. There's no demo though, so it's not going in the demo dive because there's no demo, but this doesn't sound bad. I've heard of this game, I know for sure, Los Pinqueros. This is a, oh, it's multiplayer. Okay, I'm like, I've heard of this game. This is a multiplayer brawler for up to 8 players online or local. Join hectic battles in various modes and strive to become the ultimate Pinquero in Mexico by snowing your opponents out of the arena. There's no demo available, which is fine because we're not putting in a demo dive. It's a multiplayer game, but I believe this was in like one of the summer games showcases or something. I don't fully remember. Then we have Jam Boy. I've heard of this game as well, and the demo is available, so we might actually give it a shot this time around. Jam Boy and Billy are devoured by a giant and now they have to escape from its guts. Interesting. Explore the giant's intestines as you defeat food monsters in this frantic multi-genre game and go on a stomach-churning adventure. This looks kind of gross, actually, because you're in a stomach. But you know, we'll put it in the demo dive. Sure, why not? Especially because I know I've heard of this game. It came out in September. We'll throw it in there. Why not? Then we have Tinkerlands. This is online co-op, so it might be a skip. Might be a skip. No AI, but might be a skip still. Demo is available, but it is an older demo because it's on the side here. Explore, craft, and fight your way through uncharted islands, solo or with up to 4 players in co-op, so it will be going in a demo dive. Tinkerlands is an exciting survival adventure where you will build your settlement, craft useful tools to survive, and even use magic. This came out in May of this year. 88% positive reviews overall with 96% recent. So not bad, not bad. We'll give it a shot. I feel like Tinkerlands was a game that I wanted to play at some point, but the demo went away or something. So it is still in early access, but hey, it hasn't stopped me before. HyperX Fantasy is next, and this is also a game that has at one point in time been on my radar. We've talked about it, I think, before. Demo is no longer available, so it won't go in a demo dive, but HyperX Fantasy is a surreal sci-fi adventure. Inside a sprawling megastructure, a death cult is trying to reach ascension. You are Dreamer, you serve the Arch Executor, while you have to balance your loyalty to her while resisting the insanity of the impending singularity. I'm gonna put this on my wish list because actually I feel like this description is actually more recent. Probably they released an updated description of the game once it released, but I think the last time we talked about this, that description was not here. It was very vague. That actually sounds really good. This actually sounds pretty good. I would like to actually give this a shot at some point. Then we have Full Void. This came out in July of 2023, so this has been out for a minute. It is a gripping retro-inspired 2D cinematic puzzle platformer set in a dystopian future where AI has taken over humanity. I will say I'm going to assume that there's no actual AI, yes, because this is like an anti-AI game where AI is like the enemy in the game. So I would assume they wouldn't then put AI in the game, which I love games where AI is bad, actually, because I don't like generative AI. Anyways, this is a short game and handcrafted pixel art. Yeah, this is the opposite. This is 200% anti-AI game, both in the narrative and just how it's made. Handcrafted pixel art. That's insane. Experience a film-like journey. Play as a young teenager alone in a rundown world, relying only on your hacking skills to survive. I'm putting that on my wish list. I would love to check out this game. It's $11.99, so this is definitely something that I might try to pick up on a Steam sale, just because that's when I'm buying things on Steam. This sounds really good, actually. It sounds like something I would really enjoy. Definitely want to check this out. Then we have a game I have checked out, actually. Ayasa Shadows of Silence. This came out actually a couple of days ago, November 28th. We did a dedicated demo dive for this video earlier this year, and my PC doesn't like this game. I really struggled with the demo. It would not run properly on my PC, so I don't really plan on playing it because my PC was struggling with it. I was struggling with it because it's a platformer, and platformers are very hit or miss and whether or not I'm going to struggle with them, but they look good, so I keep playing them. But if you have not seen this game, this is a dark tale of survival and conscience, blending platforming, puzzles, and haunting beauty. Journey through surreal lands where every choice shapes the fate of a world on the edge of ruin. Will you restore the light or embrace the darkness? Very vague, but I think this game also is kind of vague in its storytelling. I struggled with it. I did, so it's a skip for me. Then we have Fire the First Dreamer, second to last game here. Gotta check the thing. Okay, no AI, cool. Uncover ancient secrets, summon totemic magic, decode enigmatic messages, and explore the majestic Preseli Mountains of Wales in this open-world adventure inspired by a true story. Okay. Dare to embark on this journey and rediscover the lost secrets of a life lived with purpose and meaning. Okay. I'm putting the demo in my library. I would like to try out the demo. This sounds pretty wild, actually. I don't know if it's going to run on my PC, just because it also seems beefy, but I would like to give this a shot. Very vague in the description and everything. There's not a ton of info for it, but I would like to give it a shot. Our last game then is Warrior Spirit, which also has a demo, actually. This is an innovative 3D action adventure platformer unlike anything else. Combine Warrior Spirit's 4 arms of good with clay to swing, bounce, wall run, and dash through various lands, defeating evil and serving the will of good. So yeah, it does say this can be played single player, no AI. We're gonna demo that for sure. This is so colorful and fun though. Very different from some of the other games we've seen, but this looks really cute. That was all of our Endix games. Wow, we did our deep dive. Honestly, truly, I was expecting more games showcased, and maybe if you were to go on the show floor, check that out, there would be more. I probably could have vlogged it, but also my throat kind of hurts today, so I got there was actually more stuff I was supposed to record tonight, but I actually don't think I am because I'm not really feeling too great. Probably because I was around a lot of dogs this weekend and my allergies are kicking my butt. So yeah, I think we will be covering Endix again next year. I would like to actually cover the showcase itself. I think I like on the show floor. I was at the beginning of this video, I had very low expectations, but oh, The Altars is probably one of the games that I have blocked somewhere. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Listen, I have The Altars ignored on Steam because they accidentally, quote unquote, included AI in the game. I've talked about this before, particularly when we were covering Golden Joystick. Even if it was accidental, you still used AI in making your game. So I feel like that's kind of like deceptive, you know? Because it's like, yeah, if you take the AI generated content out, you don't have to disclose that you used AI, but you still used AI. You know, you still harmed the environment, and for what? You could have just put in clip art as a placeholder. Like, it's like they were like, oh, it was placeholder art, my bad. Use a clip art then. God, you still used AI. You still harmed the environment, and for what? But that's probably one of the games that is hidden, because I do have the altars hidden for that reason. Anyways, that is officially it for this video, but I would like to cover Endix next year. Actually, I went into this with a lot of bias. I was not fully expecting to really, I don't know if enjoy is the right word, but I was expecting for there to be a lot more AI, quite frankly. And we'll see what happens next year, just because the use of AI in games is getting bigger and bigger, which I personally despise. But I'm hoping that next year, if we can keep this level with just like 1 or 2 AI games, and I think the other ones, because there's 1 hidden on floor 1, and then I have 2 hidden in Endix Friends. I'm assuming those are all games that I have seen in other places that include AI, and so I've already hidden them from my Steam account. So I'm curating my own experience here, but that's probably what those hidden games are. And I hide them specifically so I don't talk about them and don't even get to playing them ever. So I'm very impressed with Endix though, especially because I was going into this very biased negatively, but I'm actually happy that we covered it, even if it was in a deep dive and not like a full vlog like I was hoping to do. It's still something. And next year we will do a little virtual vlog situation for the showcase. But this year, this was fine, actually. I think we got a lot of games out of this. I have no idea how many demos we're going to be playing, and if we'll even be able to play them, if they'll still be available by the time we get this together. But lots of good games. quite frankly. And I'm excited to see what we get next year, because I will be covering it next year. Even if I'm not invited back, I will be covering it. That's going to be it for this video, though. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you again to the Endix team for inviting me. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. Also, down below, make sure to check out, I will have links for Endix and the Steam page and all that down below. As always, I hope everyone Hatter is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!